right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Jennings. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa, Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. First play of the period will be a second down. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun on third down. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Turning on the Jets. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense back onto the field. To the ground with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Jennings. It's a seam wide open. The tag. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Some of the oldest rivalries in the sport come from the Midwest, and the Big Ten, and Wisconsin and Iowa have been going at it since 1896, guys.
Yeah, and for years and years and years, regardless of whether you're a fan of Big Ten football or you're not, or these two schools, if you like hard-nosed physical football, 3-yard in a cloud of dust, good defense, this is your game, and for over 100 years now, fans have been tuning into that.
Well, and I think the competitive nature of this game, too, like the series is almost tied. It's almost identical records, so it just shows you it's going to be a great game, similar styles, and then bragging rights at the end.
Give to the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Bringing the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third-and-long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Throws for the tight end. Picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards, and they build.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in third and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
When you got third and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And the Badgers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Jennings. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And the defense brings the blitz. And how about the QB? Really nice job understanding. If I can hang on to this just a little bit longer, it gives my receiver an opportunity to run a better route and get more time to create more space. Nice job hanging in there, taking the hit, and getting the completion off of it.
And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throwing right. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I know everybody's yelling, like, you didn't get the 1st down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Wants to keep it in the air. And his throw is incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They'll immediately call timeout. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, Iowa! Quick strike through the air for the score.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Motion from the wide Reads it, fires complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The offense will quickly use a timeout. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Badgers want to move quickly. To the air on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Flowers. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That's
breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Now on first down from the 43. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give on the counter. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
the pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the running back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is a long fourth down try, but the offense stays on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Nice job getting to the QB there. And the best Wisconsin defenses always seem to have a game breaker and a difference maker. This guy can be that for this unit. But you think back to the Watt brothers, right? TJ, JJ, nobody could block those guys one-on-one, and they just ruined coordinators' game plans offensively.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll try the right side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Trying to impose their will with the run. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Badgers line up to punt it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff to the lone back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. And the Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Might as well stick with him. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's got it again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. The snap sets up to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Punt is on its way. Now on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 47. And the Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Time to find the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Mississippi State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll ride the hot hand. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Badgers will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Wide open downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Keeps looking downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Zings it complete to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely center cut. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse.
There he goes. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Quick release by the QB. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Give to the big fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. The Badgers with the 1st and 10. It's a draw. Breaks and runs through another one. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to him again. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. They'll try the run. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
It is Wisconsin who will head home with the big brass bowl known as the Heartland Trophy after beating Iowa. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching